Welcome back to the News Media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, finally, arrogant Homa Bay Town Constituency Member of Parliament Opondo Kaluma have been summoned concerning to the remarks that he made days before Linda Mwananchi people being attacked in Homa Bay County that led to 46 people being injured alongside 2 people being killed during the special political event of Linda Mwananchi people that happened in Homa Bay County some days ago. But I don't know why the governor of Homa Bay County, Gladys Wanga, have not yet been summoned also.
And the National Cohesion and Integration Commission has summoned Peter Kaluma, the MP for Homa Bay Town, to appear before it on Wednesday, the 19th of August, that is tomorrow, following utterances that he made in Homa Bay on Saturday. Meanwhile, police have arrested 37 suspected gang members in connection with violence surrounding Sunday's Linda Mwananchi rally in Homa Bay. Police are also saying the suspects were found in possession of crude weapons, including machetes, ropes, metal rods, knives, rungu, batons, and torches. The development comes 2 days after violence erupted during the political rally, leaving a police officer dead, several officers and civilians injured, and vehicles.
Because there is a video that is circulating right now all over social media platform exposing on how Gladys Wanga was recorded congratulating his goons after creating chaos during the special political event of Linda Mwananchi. In fact, before we proceed, I want you to listen to this video of Gladys Wanga talking in mother tongue while congratulating his goons that he hired to go and create chaos during the Linda Mwananchi special political event in Homa Bay County. But before we do that, please ensure that you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically show us your support on what I'm doing on this platform. So please, as you watch, consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that support of the like. Can you listen to Gladys Wanga congratulating some of his goons after creating chaos and violence in Homa Bay County? So that was Gladys Wanga. We also want Gladys Wanga to be summoned. Ye pia kuwe summoned aende ajibu maswali because it was part of the violence. How ndi watu ambao wali haya watu to make sure that Linda Mwananchi hawakui na rally Homa Bay. So Gladys, as Opondo Kaluma is being summoned, Gladys Wanga should also get ready to be summoned. And again, before we proceed, we all know that a lot have been said behind Linda Mwananchi attack that happened last weekend on Sunday, whereby on this video, I don't have to talk too much on this particular update. I just want to take your time and listen to more information from NTV that is having different information concerning to what happened to Linda Mwananchi people alongside other things that are still happening in this country of Kenya under the leadership of President William Samoei Ruto. Can you listen to NTV Fix the Nation bombshell?
Kila mhuni alipata 4,000 pale Homa Bay. Vijana hao walidaiwa kuagizwa kuzuia James Orengo, Edwin Sifuna na Babu Owino kufanya kikao kauntini humo. There's a picture there of wahuni wanaunga mkono wito wa tutam wakikabiliwa baada ya kuvamia msafara wa kundi la Linda Mwananchi katika kituo cha Ndhiwa. Vurugu zilitokea Homa Bay Jumapili wakati wa mikutano ya kundi la Linda Mwananchi. Huenda zilipangwa siku kadhaa kabla, huku wanasiasa wakidaiwa kuwahamasisha vijana na kuunda mtandao wa kuratibu uvamizi. Duru kutoka kwa polisi na mahojiano na baadhi ya vijana waliohusika zilifichua kuwa mkutano wa kwanza ulifanyika Agosti tarehe 2 nyumbani kwa mwanasiasa mashuhuri. This is essentially crediting the arguments that have been made against Homa Bay leadership in the last few days. Na duru ni kutoka nani?
Kwa polisi na mahojiano na baadhi ya vijana.
Ukurasa wa pili, Gachagua awasilisha rufaa kotini. Naibu rais wa zamani anapinga uamuzi wa koti kuhusu kutimuliwa na Senate. Okay. Haya. Ebola, wa Amerika 7 watoka karantini pale Laikipia. Waliachiliwa baada ya kukamilisha siku 21 za uangalizi katika kituo hicho. Okay.
Quarantine.
Wakazi wa pwani watakiwa kujiandalia El Nino. Okay. Wito kaunti 6 za pwani kuweka mikakati imara kukabiliana na mafuriko yajayo. And will this just be coastal counties? What kind of preparation will they undertake? Let's see. Walimu wapinga agizo la TSC kuhusu mitandao. Wanalalamika kuwa mwajiri wao anaingilia maisha yao ya kibinafsi.
Maisha ni yangu. Washughulika na yako.
Sipangwingwi.
Tuanze hapa na wahuni. Ukurasa wa pili. Na hii 1400 yao. Okay. Vurugu zilizotokea Homa Bay Jumapili wakati wa mikutano ya kundi la Linda Mwananchi huenda zilipangwa siku kadhaa kabla, huku wanasiasa wakidaiwa kuwahamasisha vijana na kuunda mtandao wa kuratibu uvamizi. Duru kutoka kwa polisi na mahojiano na baadhi ya vijana waliohusika vilifichua kuwa mkutano wa kwanza ulifanywa Agosti tarehe 2 nyumbani kwa mwanasiasa mashuhuri, muda mfupi baada ya hafla ya kumkaribisha mbunge wa mwakilishi wa kike wa Homa Bay Joyce Osogo. Vijana hao walidaiwa kuagizwa kumzuia gavana wa Siaya James Orengo pamoja na kikosi cha Linda Mwananchi inayojumuisha seneta wa Nairobi Edwin Sifuna na mbunge wa Embakasi Mashariki Babu Owino kufanya mikutano katika kaunti hiyo. Inadaiwa kila kijana aliyehusika katika fujo hizo alilipwa kati ya 2,000 na 4,000. Wale waliolipwa 4,000 walidaiwa kusafirishwa kutoka kaunti jirani ya Migori. Inadaiwa siku moja kabla ya mikutano hiyo, vijana walifanya mkutano mwingine katika eneo la Lorateng uliokuwa umeandaliwa na mbunge wa Homa Bay mjini Peter Kaluma. Katika video iliyosambazwa mitandaoni, Bwana Kaluma aliwataka wafuasi wake wafukuze wanachama wa kundi pinzani aliowatuhumu kuingilia shughuli za ODM. Alisema, nukuu hapa, "Tunatoa amri sasa kwamba yeyote anayesema muhula moja afukuzwe." Pia aliwataka wafuasi wake kuwatafuta wanachama wa Linda Mwananchi katika hoteli na maeneo mengine ya kulala na kuwafukuza. Muda mfupi baadaye, ripoti za uvamizi zilianza kuibuka katika maeneo mbalimbali ya Homa Bay. Vijana waliokuwa kwenye pikipiki walionekana wakiwa na panga, marungu na silaha nyingine hatari. Shame.
Sana, si ndio? Sana. It ended up with death.
Shameful.
And obviously, this kind of organization had to have some sort of mobilization, right?
Of course.
And the people came out there and they were really organized. The thing that also I'd like to raise here is, were these other guys also organized? I saw some videos circulating on social media yesterday showing people who appeared to be from the Linda Mwananchi side also coming out of vehicles with pangas. Yeah. So you could say it is their security and all, but panga?
Yeah.
Kwa nini?
Do you need
These guys, as you can see in this photo, these are holding pangas. There's a guy here holding a panga. Others are holding boulders of rocks.
and rocks?
And you don't know whether this is a Molotov cocktail. This guy is holding a chupa ye na kaswi labda imejaa mafuta taa ya kuwasha. They torched vehicles.
Yeah.
They went into people's shops. They looted. They went into a hotel in Homa Bay town. They actually just vandalized that hotel, and it was just chaos. People ended up dead,
Yeah.
including a police officer. There are many people who are also in hospital. What's all that, and what is it worth? We had a number of stories from last night. I think we can just start with the first one, right, Kevin?
Yeah.
Which is like the aftermath of the Homa Bay chaos. In that is showing the people who are affected there, speaking and saying what issues they had. The aftermath of the chaos. Then we have the police released a statement. Actually, we can get into that onto the National Police Services X
Correct.
account,
The state-
you'll find that statement by the spokesperson, and you'll see what all the kind of things that you're saying. The Linda Mwananchi leaders also spoke in Nairobi yesterday when they went to demand for the resignation of Kipchumba Murkomen, P.S. Omolo, and the IG of police.
Yeah.
Now, all this, what is it showing us? Where are we headed? Right? I don't
It's first of all, we treat security and peace in this country with so much casualness that it's now becoming very, very concerning. And second, it's when the violence starts coming closer home, you realize a lot of things that you are not exempt. When you refuse to call out, when the security organs refuse to do their job, then this is the aftermath.
Yeah.
You know, you're reading Mariam Kaluma's, words saying wafukuze. I want to go back to 2007. How did that start? That kind of intolerance. Hivyo tu kuwafukuza madoadoa. Kuwafukuza ni kumaanisha nini? The statement from the National Police Service was a two-page letter. And, should we read it? Because it's so
read a
long.
bit of it. Because there's
I just want to
something.
read parts of it.
Yeah. You'll notice, note the tone of that statement.
Yeah.
Just read.
So, subject is reinforcing the rule of law. National Police Service intensifies operations against criminality following Homa Bay rally incidents. The National Police Service wishes to update the public on incidents that occurred during the Linda Mwananchi rally held in Homa Bay on Sunday. Security deployment proportionate to the nature and anticipated requirements of the event was coordinated by the Nyanza Regional Police Commander. Regrettably, several criminal incidents were recorded, including an attack on journalists performing their lawful duties, damage to 5 police vehicles deployed for public order maintenance, and damage to several civilian motor vehicles. In addition, 1 police vehicle lost control, resulting in the death of its driver and injuries to 5 other officers. Furthermore, on 15th, 3 police officers were injured during the arrest of 15 suspected gang members along the Kisumu-Kericho Road. This brings the total number of injured officers in the Kisumu and Homa Bay incident to 8, in addition to the officer who sustained fatal injuries in Homa Bay. The NPS conveys its deepest condolences to the family and friends of the deceased officer, wishes the injured officers a swift recovery, and commends all officers for their continued dedication to duty. A total of 37 suspected gang members have been arrested and were found in possession of various crude weapons, including machetes, ropes, metal rods, knives, rungus, batons, and torches. The suspects will be processed accordingly and face the full force of the law.
Pause there. When I said, listen to the tonality of this statement, it says there was deployment according to the nature, the intelligence that they had. It was coordinated. But then they're regretting that, several incidents happened. Journalists were attacked. Then they have a specific number of police vehicles that were torched, that were damaged, and that a police officer died in this one. Then they also talk about a number of other civilian vehicles and a number of other people who were injured. They do not know, as of last evening, how many civilians were injured or in hospital or reported injured in hospital, how many civilians died. They do not know the number of vehicles, civilian vehicles that could have been damaged. They don't know any other damage that could have happened in Homa Bay, including people's businesses. In fact, they don't even mention that people's businesses may have been affected in vandalism that occurred here. They are talking about the officer. The officers died. The officer we condole. The officer we arrested.
Quick recovery
people.
to the
Quick
injured
recovery to
officers.
the injured officer.
Yeah.
It's like a union statement, but the police union.
It's exactly that. It's no acknowledgement of what damage and loss of life and property has gone to the public. But, going on the statement saying that they're in pursuit of a certain Oliver Jaoko, alias Olivetti, who is currently at large, and directs him to surrender to the nearest police station to assist with ongoing investigations. Operations to apprehend him and other individuals involved in the violence are continuing. And then, of course, goes on to condemn and issue a strong warning to criminal gangs, goons, and the organizers, those who recruit, finance, mobilize, utilize, arm, or otherwise facilitate criminal elements to cause violence and disorder will be pursued and brought to justice. National Police Service, Peter Kaluma. Name him. The evidence is there. He's been summoned by NCIC, but this, again, I call it a word salad, where you threaten action, but where you're supposed to take action, you don't.
Yep. It's exactly that. If Peter Kaluma is the lowest hanging of low-hanging fruit right now, if there was any impetus to actually act, the police service would have already acted.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me they have intelligence of who was coordinating, then you can go even higher, higher than Peter.
So that is how things are now happening in this country of Kenya as we are approaching 2027 general election, whereby we are only remaining with less than 12 months for us to face different candidates on the ballot box, starting from MCA to president, but things are not yet okay, especially within the political space, because right now, every leader, every politician is having his own goons. Right now in Kenya, you cannot have your own event. You cannot have an event without hiring goons, without having goons. Yani, you can't have a successful event. You can't even attend a burial without having goons. I'm just wondering what is happening. Yeah, right now in Kenya, for your event to end very well, you must have goons. Hey, bila goons, you won't manage. So I don't know where we are heading as a country. Yet we have the security chiefs in Kenya with all the resources that they can use to trace and track and know who is sponsoring these goons that is putting this country into danger. Wanazijua. So tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniz Media. Remember to subscribe, comment, share the video, like the video, and don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. See you in the next video, my great viewers. Bye bye.